Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters and our dear guests.
Good evening.
If you were born in an African home as a first daughter, you didn't have a childhood, you had a job. My name is Winfred Taiwo. I hold two nationalities. As a matter of fact, throughout nationality. My mom is Ghanaian Togolese, my father is Nigerian, so I'm proudly Yoruba from Ekiti State. And if there's any Yoruba person here, you know Taiwo means twins, Ibeji. I was born in Lagos. I grew in Togo with my grandma, and her beautiful soul rest in peace. I come from a family of 5, second born child and first daughter. I speak Yoruba, Togo and Ghana native language, French and now German. While growing up, my mom forced me to play the role of a second mom. I always asked, why me? All my mates were playing. I was busy running the household. I hated it, but I didn't have a choice. It felt like punishment at the time though, or rather say slavery, because I would cook, I would clean, do the laundry, put the house in order, cater for my siblings, and make sure everything was running smoothly while both of my parents were working. I didn't know that I was learning leadership, responsibility, and service the hard way. My father, on the other hand, he played a major role in my life in shaping part of who I am today, as he would always take me to construction sites, show me drawings, explain buildings, dimension, the entire structure from foundation to finishing level. And to be very honest, that was the only time I had fun while I was growing. Little did I know that I was being trained for a career that would not only be my profession, but also my lifestyle. I grew up in a home where I was opportune to experience both sides of life. I'll start with religion. My dad a Muslim, my mom a Christian. It felt confusing because today mosque, tomorrow church. It felt like we're serving 2 gods in the house. We didn't have a choice because it was a routine. We do it like that. Aside that, as if that wasn't enough, I came from a home where we experienced from being very wealthy to barely struggling to survive. Being the next person in charge after my mom, aka second mom, it naturally built something strong in me, a provider mindset. I felt the need to assist my parents, so I left the house at a very young age in search for work. The only skill I had then was catering for others. I knew I had passion for serving, and I also loved meeting new people. So that led me to hospitality. God being merciful, I landed my first job at Eco Hotel and Suites, 2014. Aside getting paid and using the money to support my parents, or my family rather, I realized I was using one stone to kill 2 birds, because tell me why I'm being paid for being polite under pressure, customer service. This was what I was doing in the house for free. The difference was I wasn't doing it as much as I was doing it at home, and then I was being paid. I had interest for the job. I grew in the industry, gained experiences, gained degrees, scaled higher positions. I literally worked in every top reputable 5-star luxury hotel brand in Lagos. I had a standard. I mean, there's this saying, once you go up, you never want to come down. And after over a decade, that journey brought me to Abuja. I'm an interior designer with a very solid background in hospitality, architecture, and construction. I might not know how to read your minds, but I definitely do know how to read drawings. I love anything creative, before and after transformation. To sum it up, I believe so much in process and growth. But due to my childhood trauma of forced leadership and orderliness, I've been able to build a career in the hospitality and design industry, where a lot of people now address me as the design doctor or the beddings queen. So now I run a company where I provide wellness through sleep and intentional living through spaces, thanks to both my parents. My dear Toastmasters, what this journey has taught me is what felt like a burden sometimes, or sometimes what felt like a burden in childhood turns out to be training for your destiny.